Welcome to our US briefing show, everyone. Today, we've got some electrifying news from Tesla. The company hit a huge milestone in the third quarter, selling nearly 500,000 cars worldwide, 497,099 to be exact. This surge was fueled by American buyers rushing to grab a $7,500 tax credit before it expired at the end of September. While this gave Tesla's stock a boost and even bumped Elon Musk's net worth close to $500 billion, experts warn that the sales spike might not last long now that the credit is gone. Plus, Tesla's market share is shrinking as Chinese rivals like BYD are gaining ground fast, and US automakers like GM and Ford are also reporting record EV sales. So, exciting times, but the competition is heating up. Moving over to Taiwan, where officials are firmly saying no to the US's idea of splitting their semiconductor industry 50-50. Instead, Taiwan wants to focus on supply chain cooperation and strategic partnerships, not ceding half of their thriving industry. This stance comes amid US pressure and regional tensions with China, with critics warning that such pressure could weaken Taiwan's dominance or cause a brain drain. Interestingly, some believe that a de facto split is already happening through investments like TSMC's new plants in Arizona. The Taiwan-US chip debate is definitely a hot topic, highlighting the delicate balance Taiwan must maintain to keep its leadership in semiconductors. And in China, exciting developments are happening. Their advanced aircraft carrier, the Fujian, was recently spotted at Yulin Naval Base, hinting that it might soon be ready for service. This homegrown marvel has already completed key trials and can carry around 70 aircraft, boosting China's naval power in the South China Sea and near Taiwan. Meanwhile, robotic dogs are being tested in simulated lunar conditions. Talk about space-age tech. All these advancements show China's rapid progress in military and space tech, making the region even more interesting to watch. So, plenty of action on all fronts today. Please continue to stay tuned for more details. CNN paints a picture of Tesla's third-quarter sales soaring to new heights, driven by an urgent rush from American consumers eager to capitalize on a $7,500 federal tax credit before its sudden expiration at the end of September. The company's global sales hit a record 497,099 vehicles, a remarkable 29% jump from the previous quarter and the first year-over-year increase in 2024, briefly boosting Tesla's stock and Elon Musk's net worth to nearly $500 billion. Yet, beneath this temporary surge lies a looming decline. Experts warn that the end of the tax credit will likely dampen future sales, especially as Tesla faces stiffening competition from Chinese automakers like BYD, which boasts a 31% increase in sales and is on track to surpass Tesla as the world's largest EV manufacturer. Despite the recent spike, Tesla continues to lose market share globally, hampered by internal political controversies and rising competition, revealing the fragile nature of this recent rebound. South China Morning Post delves into Taiwan's tense negotiations with the United States over the future of its crucial semiconductor industry amid rising geopolitical tensions. Taiwanese officials firmly reject the idea of a 50-50 chip production split proposed by US officials, emphasizing instead a strategic partnership rooted in the Taiwan model, which champions maintaining Taiwan's technological independence while collaborating on supply chains and industry development. Political leaders express fears that ceding half of the island's chip capacity, especially TSMC, the world's largest contract manufacturer, could devastate Taiwan's economy and compromise its silicon shield against Chinese aggression. The debate underscores Taiwan's strategic dilemma, balancing its desire to retain control over its semiconductor dominance with mounting US pressure to relocate manufacturing to American soil, exemplified by TSMC's investments in Arizona. Amidst this, warnings grow that US policies like the proposed 1:1 chip rule could accelerate a brain drain and reshape the global semiconductor landscape, yet some analysts believe that a true 50-50 split remains an unfeasible goal within current political and economic realities. Associated Press offers a straightforward account of Tesla's unexpected sales rebound in the third quarter, highlighting how the company's sales increased by 7% year-over-year to nearly 500,000 vehicles. This rise defied expectations of a slight decline, as Tesla seemingly benefited from consumers rushing to use the expiring $7,500 EV tax credit. The surge marked a notable turnaround after 2 quarters of decline, which had been influenced by Musk's controversial political activities and public protests. The report underscores the importance of the tax credit's expiration, suggesting that the recent spike was a temporary phenomenon driven by market timing rather than a sustained upward trend. Despite the positive quarterly report, analysts remain cautious, aware that the broader competitive landscape and political backlash could challenge Tesla's growth trajectory in the near future. The South China Morning Post vividly describes China's latest technological advancements, highlighting the deployment of robot dogs in simulated lunar conditions. These robotic canines are being meticulously trained in environments that mimic the moon's underground terrain, a region of immense scientific interest due to its potential for establishing human lunar bases. The Chinese researchers are pushing the boundaries of robotic exploration, equipping these dogs with the ability to navigate and perform scientific tasks in extreme conditions, reminiscent of a moon's mysterious subterranean landscape. This initiative signifies China's ambitious plans for lunar exploration, emphasizing the importance of robotic aid in future space missions, and exemplifies their commitment to pioneering extraterrestrial scientific endeavors. CNN offers a gripping account of NATO's strategic response to recent Russian provocations along Europe's eastern border. The alliance has intensified its surveillance efforts, deploying the venerable E-3 Sentry surveillance planes on Eastern Sentry missions over Eastern Europe. These aircraft, with their formidable radar dishes, meticulously monitor Russian and Belarusian airspace, tracking aircraft and ground vehicles to detect potential threats. CNN's report captures the tense atmosphere as NATO pilots navigate complex refueling procedures and conduct long-duration flights, maintaining vigilance over an increasingly volatile region. Recent incidents, such as Russian drones veering into Polish and Romanian airspace and fighter jets intercepting Russian MiGs, underscore the fragile security landscape. NATO's heightened air patrols serve as a formidable deterrent, emphasizing the alliance's resolve to safeguard its borders amid escalating tensions with Russia. Yahoo's coverage of the 2028 presidential race reveals the strategic messaging of potential contenders amid the ongoing U.S. government shutdown. Governors like Gavin Newsom are employing sharp, satirical social media campaigns to mock Republican opposition, framing the shutdown as a political stunt that Trump and his allies must answer for. Meanwhile, more traditional figures like Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and Pennsylvania's Josh Shapiro take a measured tone, focusing on the immediate harm to their constituents and urging negotiations. Kamala Harris, still weighing her 2028 bid, maintains a diplomatic stance, engaging in behind-the-scenes diplomacy with Democratic leaders. The spectrum of responses, from fiery and confrontational to reserved and diplomatic, illustrates the evolving political landscape as these figures craft their messages, positioning themselves for a potential presidential run amidst the chaos of the current political climate. South China Morning Post reports that China's most advanced aircraft carrier, the Fujian, has been spotted at Yulin Naval Base in Sanya, Hainan, for the first time, signaling its imminent entry into service. Satellite images reveal it alongside the older Shandong carrier, with evidence of a recent southward voyage from Shanghai, marking a significant milestone in its testing phase. The vessel has demonstrated electromagnetic launch and recovery capabilities, a technological leap that places it among the world's most advanced carriers, capable of deploying fifth-generation fighters. This development is strategically critical for China, especially in the context of the Taiwan Strait and South China Sea tensions, where the Fujian and Shandong could serve as formidable assets in any conflict, particularly against U.S. military intervention. The carrier's deployment and ongoing trials, including integration with various missile destroyers and aircraft, suggest it is nearing operational readiness, with some experts speculating that it could soon be officially commissioned, further bolstering China's maritime power and regional influence. In the South China Morning Post's analysis of the shifting landscape of free expression, the death of Charlie Kirk in the U.S. ignited a cascade of repercussions, exposing the fragile boundaries of political and social discourse in the digital age. The incident sparked disciplinary actions against employees and backlash against celebrities, illustrating how a single online comment can escalate into a crisis that threatens careers and reputations. This phenomenon is not confined to America. Across Europe and Asia, societal debates on sensitive issues like migration, conflict, and identity are increasingly polarized, with governments and institutions grappling with balancing free speech and social harmony. Historical parallels from Hong Kong's online harassment and protests highlight how societies worldwide are struggling to maintain open debate while shielding communities from hostility and violence. The pervasive influence of social media, legal risks, and activism has created a volatile environment where leaders and organizations must navigate complex sensitivities, with the era of consequence-free expression definitively over, demanding vigilance and strategic management of public discourse. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do brief via email.